Here we go onto Alcaniz Street, headed down from Cervantes. Just kind of curious to see what kind of traffic control signs, warnings, anything like that we've got in this vicinity as we're headed towards the brand new stop sign. Okay, so I already noticed two pretty enormous warning signs that say essentially, stop ahead, be prepared to stop. And they very much, not only are they very visible, but they encroach heavily onto the road surface here, so you can see that. I mean, if you miss that, it's not just that it's visible, and then there's two warning signs for the stop signs, and then there's the actual stop signs themselves. So, although I don't know where I'm supposed to stop. There's two big bright white lines here. I don't know which one is the actual control symbol. So that's a little bit confusing. Taking a second pass at this, I count no less than 8 visual cues that something is happening. You've got the two big signs, be prepared to stop and stop ahead, the yellow with the red sign inside of them, the two red stop signs, and the double flashing light here at the intersection. Again, the only thing that's a little bit confusing is I don't know where you're supposed to stop. I guess you stop there for pedestrians, and you stop here to pause again for traffic. And see, people here, they don't really realize that it's a four-way stop. This woman is obviously working on the old assumption of how the traffic used to be. Now, if you go right, I did notice something that's kind of interesting as all the repaving and resurfacing has gone on here. This part's no big deal. But when you turn up Haines Street, all of a sudden, okay, we're here, no problem, no problem. Whoa, what's happening here? I don't know where I'm supposed to go. I guess I'm supposed to be over here based on intuition and having done this once already, but I think that's supposed to be a parking, and maybe it's a bike path, because you see somebody actually parked over here, faced the wrong way on Haines Street, which is a little bit confusing. And then you get up here to where you've got the bricks that they're still having to work on figuring out what to do here. These are the exposed bricks, but that's very, very confusing as a driver, exactly what I'm supposed to be doing at that first portion of Haines Street. So one more time here, going down this intersection, two big signs, yellow signs, then you've got the flashing, double flashing lights and the stop signs, and then you've got like a double white stop area here, one before the pedestrian crosswalk and one after the pedestrian crosswalk. Now there's somebody who knows both of these cars on either side. They realize the rule that's going on here. I'm gonna park and see if I can't watch some of these cars and see how they respond to the new control signal. All right, so that was a stop sign that he just blew right through. Okay, so that doesn't help matters much. Okay, so that's also supposed to be a stop sign. Do you guys not realize this is a stop sign? I just saw two cars completely blow through the stop sign going northbound on Alcaniz. Interesting. We've got somebody stopping properly. Apparently this is not nearly as simple as one would have thought. All right, we'll call that a stop with caution. More of a yield, maybe. Now the little sign here has been changed to say all way, so you are supposed to be able to know that everybody's stopping at this intersection. Nobody's quite sure whether to trust it yet, which is understandable. You know, it might just be, this is the old theory of the roundabouts, right? Where if people are, you know, scared basically, they behave better because they just all act cautious, and then nobody gets into wrecks because they're all worried about what's going to happen. There you go. I'm watching these guys blow through the stop signs, and somebody over here just went through it. Does anybody obey the traffic signals here? I mean, there is a stop sign there, right? There? And there? Oh, well, they just turned from the middle lane into the right lane. There's somebody stopping. That's nice to see. And they don't know what to do. So if they see other people stopping, then they know they're supposed to, apparently. It's this. This is the one. Nobody stops on this side. That's crazy. What, to eat? If you go right over here, right down the street, there's a couple of places right down here. Wow, that's amazing. The unintended lesson here. Oh, that. Hey, what's up, Councilman? Oh, that person did not stop at all. I keep looking over here, missing the action over there. I mean, the good news is most of them are checking before they go. They look to the left, but that's about the extent of it most of the time. I think somebody here is going to get rear-ended if they make a stop. Maybe they think it's a green right arrow. See, people aren't quite sure what they're supposed to do. Letting people go when they shouldn't. See? Are they going to stop? Aren't they going to stop? But, I mean, that's understandable. I will say here again, going westbound on Wright Street, it's weird because you've got a big white line and then stop and then another big white line. And, you know, the traffic markings here are, I don't know if they're super easy to understand exactly.